Hello,
Hi.
everybody. You've joined the
Let me tell
More
you a little bit
Mito
about
conference
my
call where we're
background. My
going to
name
teach
is
you
Dale
how to
Bonet. Out of
build your
college, I went to work for
mitochondria
a
up so
company
that your
called
body can fix
Procter and
itself like God
Gamble. I went into
designed it.
the food and beverage division, rose into management, had a great time at that
Make sure you get
company,
your
lots
paper
of
and
great
pens
brands.
so that you can
Listen,
take
if you ever
notes,
drank
get you
Folgers
something to
coffee, I've had
drink,
something to do with that, as well as the
and
introduction
then
of the
sit back and
gourmet
get this
flavors.
knowledge because knowledge is
Citrus
power,
orange
right?
juice was another one, just a plethora of food and beverage brands. But at one point, I took a deeper look into nutrition. I came into this side of this industry, met an incredible human being named Roger Hill. Now, look, I've met thousands of people over the course of my career, but Roger stood out. The thing that struck me about Roger was the way his mind worked, his intellect. Roger has the ability to take everything in and analyze it in real time and then move forward. I call it the ability to find the corners in a circle. He can do it. And that intellect, that gift from God, worked well for him in his first career at NASA. Roger used to hold regular meetings with people you can still read about in the history books. And if that wasn't great enough for the career, imagine being recruited away from NASA by the Pentagon. Roger answered their requests and spent years at the Pentagon, and during both of those careers, he was doing his own personal deep dive into health and nutrition for family reasons and personal reasons. But as you might expect with the way his mind works, his intellect performs, he did not take the chemical route. He didn't do the pharmaceutical thing. He looked at nature, the synergy when things are combined, and the greater item, the greater thing that comes from that combination. Listen, he took all of his experience, his knowledge, and his success and brought it here to MoreMito and planted this flag. He runs our company. He is our CEO, and we're blessed that that's the case. We're also blessed with the fact that he teamed with a brilliant research scientist, Dr. Bevan Elliott. We call him the pride of Clemson. Listen, Dr. Bevan has not just created products with ingredients. He's created a way to make those ingredients be used by your body like nothing else ever has. It's called XDS. It's the delivery system that allows our ingredients to get not just through your cell walls, but deeper through the walls of your mitochondria. We can actually increase the mitochondria in your body. You're going to hear why that's so critical and so unique. When I say unique, I'm telling you we are the only product that can do it. So we're not a me-too product line. You don't run out of MoreMito products, go to Walmart, and get anything like them. There's nothing like these products. You get them from this company, and people get them from you. That's why we're on the call. And to hear more about all of this, I'm going to turn the call over now to our CEO, Roger Hill. Roger, are you there?
Great to be with you, Dale.
Great to hear your voice. You're coming through strong and clear. Take it away.
All right, and once again, so great to be with so many of you as well, joining us from around the United States, actually around the world, from wherever you may be calling, or joining us via the internet. You know, each week at MoreMito, we take on a pertinent health topic. In recent weeks, we've talked about various things that have to do with your immune system. We've talked about your organ health. We talked about blood pressure, blood sugar, eye and vision. But today we're going to talk about respiratory concerns. We got a few of those, don't we? Okay? Lungs, allergies, fibrosis, COPD, and other things that make it hard for you to breathe. But before we get into that, let me introduce us to you, especially if you're new. Maybe by now someone told you that we're a nutraceutical company and that we're noted for making some profoundly effective products for people and their pets. They wouldn't be wrong. But I'd also like to tell you why that's the case. It's because of some very special technology that our scientist, Dr. Bevan Elliott, created. I think what he's doing really is pioneering a new way to make all of us healthier. Okay? And here's the basic concept behind this. What he wants to do is increase the amount of energy that your cells produce. Now, why does he want to do that? It's kind of common sense. Because everything takes energy, and you don't have as much of it as you used to at the cellular level. When you were younger, you had a lot of what's called mitochondria. That would be the component in your cells that produces this energy. You remember then you had all that energy, you barely knew what to do with it. But later in life, not so much. And that corresponds with a loss of mitochondria. By the time you're 60, you'll be down about half of what you had when you had all that energy of your youth, right? And by the time you're 80 or 90, probably about 5 or 10%. Now, what's going on while you're losing that energy? Your body isn't working as well. Quite often, you don't see as well, right? You didn't wear glasses before, but you wear glasses later. Or you wore glasses earlier, now you got to get a stronger prescription. How about that strength and stamina? Probably about 45 or so, 50. Figured out you're not a spring chicken anymore, right? Lost a lot of mitochondria by that time. And your brain, right? Maybe you're waking up now with some brain fog you didn't used to have, or you can't remember things the way you did, right? Takes a lot of power to power that supercomputer you walk around with on top of your head, or on your neck, okay, rather. And, you know, certainly you don't want to have a bad accident or a, you know, surgery or anything like that, because our immune system don't respond as well. Like just like the blood pressure, blood sugar, maintaining your weight, all of those things have to do with a loss of mitochondria. That's what we've discovered, and that's what we've shown over the last 10 years. We've been working with this particular approach. So what Dr. Elliott has done is created this new technology. It's called XDS. That stands for Exponential Delivery System, and what it does is reorganize the molecules of all of these natural substances that he prefers to use, so they don't just get in your bloodstream or even into your cells, but rather get all the way into your mitochondria. Well, all this magic we're going to talk about today can happen, in fact, on every single one of our calls. Now, all this is in a product line called UltraMito, and that's what Dale is going to come back and talk to you about. Dale.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, the first product I want to mention is called Rejuvenate. It's our topical gel. It's for your skin from head to toe. You put it in your hair, you massage it into your scalp, and it's for anything that disturbs your skin. That could be a scratch, any scrape, cut, bump, mole, a blemish, anything that disturbs your skin. Check the testimonials in the back office. You'll hear about a powerful effect on serious varicose veins, on cellulite, stretch marks, even the lines on your face. And it works like it does because it doesn't just sit on your skin. It soaks through your skin, soaks down to the bone, helps with your tendons and your ligaments, with your muscles and your joints. And I mean your back joints, your knee joints, your hands. And listen, if you or anybody you know has a serious condition in your hands or feet, it can start tingling and become incredibly severe. You're going to find that Rejuvenate becomes your go-to product for everything I just mentioned and more. Listen to the library of testimonials in the back office. Next, I want to talk about Restore 3.0. It's our first third-generation product. Dr. Bevan has truly created something incredible. Using a base of two ancient superfoods, olive oil and olive leaf, and black seed oil. They've both been used for thousands of years because of the benefits they provide to the human condition. They mention olive oil in the Bible. They found black seed when they opened King Tut's tomb. But Dr. Bevan has taken several elements and uses them in a new, special way with olive oil. He uses several elements to tune up and detoxify your cells while increasing your mitochondria. Now, again, that is the unique thing to us. It's keeps us from being a Me Too product. We're one of a kind. Listen, that's our name, MoreMito, short for mitochondria. Dr. Bevan discovered when we can increase the mitochondria in your body, you've been losing it since you were a kid, increase it back to the levels when you were young, and the body starts to work the way it's supposed to, the way it was meant to. It starts working the way it did before life and the environment started tearing your body down. And he uses black seed to increase your energy, but it's cellular energy. It's steady, it's strong. It's not like an energy you get from caffeine or sugar with a big high followed by deep valley. Cellular energy is steady. Imagine being able to start and complete a task without a need to sit on the couch and watch it pass you by. No need to rest. Imagine the disappearance of brain fog or something strenuous like a long bike ride that has a short recovery time. It means living life again to its fullest on your terms without a need to stop and watch it all pass you by. And those are only 2 of the 44 ingredients Dr. Bevan has properly blended in the right proportions to achieve Restore 3.0. Listen, proportions are important. Dr. Bevan will tell you that if you take a handful of vitamins, you'd be lucky if a third is in a complete waste, overpowered and canceled out by other things in that handful of vitamins. They have to be properly in the right proportions and then blended. But the most important thing is XDS, to let your body use it like nothing it's ever used before. Next, I want to talk about our newest product. It's called Renew Brain and Body. Not all of the ingredients we need to increase our mitochondria can be delivered in a liquid format. So he's created these tiny capsules with the additional ingredients, and they have a profound effect. They stand on the shoulders, if you will, of rejuvenate and restore, affecting the body and the mind. They help with the blood flow in the brain, with the firing of the synapses, the disappearance of the brain fog. Just a powerful new addition, Renew Brain and Body. Finally, some of the most important members in our families are the pets we own. The most viewed videos on the web are pet videos, and they can suffer just like we do. If your dog has just laying around, doesn't run up and down the stairs, maybe can't, looks like it's got arthritis, and has just become lethargic, sure as heck is not a puppy running around playing fetch. If your cat is hacking up fur balls and shedding, listen, pets are closer to all the bad things in our environment. The chemicals we put on our rugs to clean them, the things on our lawn to make it grow, and they suffer from the things in the air. They have allergies just like we do. You can bring your dog back to puppy stage, your cat back to kitten stage. You can severely increase their life and the way they're living it by affecting their mitochondria with Petlife. So 4 products: Rejuvenate, Restore 3.0, Renew Brain and Body, and Petlife. There's nothing like what these products can do. To hear more about that, I'm going to turn the call back over to Roger. Roger, take it away.
All right. Once again, lungs, allergies, fibrosis, COPD, and other conditions that make it hard for you to breathe. That's what Dr. Dan and I have been talking about this week. You know, Dr. Dan's a regular on our call. He's been with me since like 2017, and we've been having these conversations. His knowledge of nutrition and fitness is literally encyclopedic. He's out of Oklahoma City, where he's been on the radio for decades and now doing podcasts. So, Dr. Dan, what we talked about earlier was there are a lot of conditions. I just listed off a bunch of them: asthma, sinusitis, all kinds of allergies, and lung damage you get from the environment, etc. But they have some things in common that make it interesting, and with our approach to technology, a way for us to address. So bring people in on that conversation we were having earlier, Dr. Dan. Go right ahead.
Okay. Well, first of all, inflammation. Inflammation, they say, is the underlying cause of all the major diseases. How is inflammation caused in the body? What causes the inflammation? Now, there's a number of ways that inflammation can be caused. There's antigens, heavy metals, but when I think of it, bacteria, virus, fungus, all these will create free radicals, and free radicals will tear up the tissue, and then for pathogens, it gives them a way to grow. But tearing up the tissues through toxins, through bacteria, viruses, fungus, and stuff, is a very common thing. Well, you take care of that through very powerful antioxidants, but you also certain oils, olive oil, flaxseed oil, and then on top of that, I would recommend eating some salmon and sardines 2 or 3 times a week to get the good omega-3 oils. All those are very anti-inflammatory. So that helps soothe and rebuild the tissue of the lungs in this case, but also the response. If you ever notice a child that has asthma, if they get nervous or scared, they can have an asthma attack. There's an emotional response to the bronchial tubes tightening down. And the adaptogens and the brilliance of this technology that Dr. Elliott put together, he added adaptogens that soothe the nervous system. And by soothing the nervous system, you take that factor out of the equation. And then you get the mitochondria functioning, and the cells can detoxify themselves and rebuild. And what I've said many times before is when the cells are well, the body's well. Because your organs of your body, whether they're talking about lung tissue, heart, the linings of your arteries, your brain, whatever we're talking about, nervous system, bone, is made up of individual cells. Now, those cells have a little difference that makes them specialized for that organ, whether we're talking about the liver or stomach or whatever. But if you take care of that cell, if you give it what it needs, which when the body's inflamed, it can't get in there and take care of it. But this technology bypasses the inflamed membrane and gets things deep into the mitochondria. And when it does that, and the cell starts taking care of itself, detoxifying itself, it brings down the inflammation. It knows how to correct itself. We're not doing it. All we're doing is feeding it. And when you feed it what it needs on a deep cellular level, and it's not easy to do, very hard to do, in fact. That's what the genius of this technology is. Then the body starts taking care of a wide variety of problems that I would not have thought could be taken care of until I got associated with this company and started seeing this. I'd seen miracles before in nutrition, but not so many different miracles. It's because when you get the cell well, you get the body well. And that's what we're about. It's giving the cells what it needs to be well and then taking care of all the rest of it. So whether we're talking about fibrosis, asthma, sinus, allergies, damaged lungs from emphysema, or too much smoking, being exposed to toxins in the air, all these different things, the body has ways to take care of it. We just give it what it needs to take care of itself. And I've used it for myself. I used to have allergies. I don't have a symptom to speak of. Normally this time of year, and with all the rain that we've had, I'd be really suffering, but not really. I don't even think about it. So Roger, I'll give it back to you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Dan. We've got to get the cell well, so the rest of you can be well also. Okay, so the first time that I started paying attention to people with breathing issues was when I was at NASA as a college. And I had a roommate, Clarence. Clarence had asthma. And all of what Dr. Dan was talking about, the panic, really you can't breathe, you feel like you're going to die, all of that. And subsequently, he did die from asthma. I want you to listen to somebody who had a much different experience, Teresa Gregor Lawson's sister out of Philadelphia, using our technology as a chronic sufferer of asthma and other issues like that.
Teresa, are you there?
Yes, I am, Roger. Hi. Roger, I am so excited about this new Restore. I've been doing it for 2 days. I cannot believe this. Normally around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I've had it. I'm up early in the morning, and I'm out and about, and I have a lot of energy then on a natural way. But towards the afternoon, I really start declining. And I've gotten used to it. It's my time to lay down. But I walked down the street the other day. I could have run down the street. I cannot believe that this is working so fast in my system. I'm taking life. And this is, we're talking about 2 days, Roger. I'm just blown away. I'm standing by these products too, but I've been taking all products to rejuvenate all of them through the years. So I've always gotten very good things come from it. Even the Rejuvenate, I had a wart on my hand that there wasn't anything, things over the counter that I could remove it with. And Rejuvenate just completely removed it. I no longer have it. And then my asthma, I'm not affected by asthma behind taking the product over the years. Just Roger and Doctor, just all your doctors, just thank you so much, really. Appreciate all your work. Thanks very much. That's it.
Thank you, Teresa. Okay, so let me point this out, especially if you're new on a call. We don't make any attempt to diagnose, treat, or cure conditions because we feel like we have a higher concept. What we want to do is regrow your mitochondria, provide that energy that we've all lost as we've aged, so that your body can fix all this stuff. And it's really effective at it. The only thing you'll notice on every one of the interviews I do with these people, we're talking about respiratory situations on this call, but all kinds of other stuff gets affected. Why is that? Because your body's doing it. And it's doing what needs to be done. It just didn't have the energy to do it, to get it done. Okay? Now, when you get into things in the environment, you do things like smoke, you're going to stop smoking 20 years ago, like Belinda Seltzer did, and it still caused you a problem today. Because the source of this ongoing inflammation is because you've got stuff in you your body has not been successful in getting out. So it's an ongoing source of inflammation. It's an ongoing source of problems. Those problems lead to other problems like Linda was having. So let's benefit from my conversation with her. We're going to do two parts on this. I've got the pleasure of talking to Belinda Setzer. Belinda, please tell me what your health concerns were before you were introduced to Mito.
Well, my health concerns were as follows. I felt kind of like a basket case because I had a lot of pain from being in several car accidents. A lot of back pain, a lot of inflammation in my body. I used to be a smoker. I'm a formal truck driver. I used to sub and drive tractor trailers, and I used to smoke cigarettes. I'm now 60 years old. I kind of had some lung issues. I would always get bronchitis. I would keep pneumonia. I would suffer from my left lung damage when I used to smoke. I quit smoking in 2005. But when he x-rayed my lung, he said, at the bottom of your left lung, we see a black line. And that is the start of emphysema. Now, my dad passed away from emphysema. And he smoked, he drank alcohol. And I saw myself on that same pattern. But I prayed and I asked God to help me to quit smoking cigarettes because I watched what my dad went through. I would go to the doctor and he was like, okay, well, we can cut that part of your lung off. You know, you're starting to get certain stages of emphysema and your lung is collapsing at the bottom and we can live with one lung and just scary. You know, just scary stuff. And I was always in pain on my left side. I exercised everything. I ate right. And, it started to subside. It started to go away when they did my x-ray. But I still had this nagging, aching, lingering pain in my chest. I thought it was my breast. I did a breast exam. I thought it was my heart. I did a heart exam. And by God's grace, those exams were coming through. They were coming through clear. So what is this pain? And as the years went on, I forgot about my lung. So I went back and had my lung examined, and I passed everything with my lung, but something was telling me that something's still going on with my lung. The pain was unbearable. Every time I worked, I would have to come home. The heat pad was my best friend. Rubbing ointments and stuff on my chest, on my back, around my shoulder blade, best friend. I just bought everything to try to make this pain go away. Years I've dealt with this pain. LaShawn Butler called me. She's been reaching out to me. It's like, okay, Miss Belinda, please, I want to talk to you. So I finally answered her. She said I had something that I want to share. And as she explained it to me over the phone, I told her, please, get up, come to my house. As soon as she walked through my door, by God's grace, because I had been praying, I have diabetes. I don't want to take the metformin. I have bottles and bottles of metformin in my closet. I don't want to be on this much medication. How am I going to live? Back pain medication, metformin, rubbing myself down, inflammation in my body, just not overall feeling good. The neuropathy in my toe, it's there because I just got diagnosed with diabetes 2.5 years ago. So I'm new to diabetes. And it's taking a toll on me this fast.
Right.
So, long story short, she comes to my house, and she comes with this system, and as soon as she walked through the door, I was like, give me one.
Yeah. But Sean came just in time. She had all that stuff going on, but there's one answer to it. Let's get to it. Okay, so LaShawn introduced Mito. What, Belinda, if anything, has changed since you started using Mito?
OMG, I can't even, I can explain because my life is totally different. It's been a month and a week. No, 2 days, not even the next day, a pain of 8 years started to subside. It started to go away. It started to ease. By the third day, my pain was gone. I have no pain in my chest anymore. I feel like I can breathe without my chest hurting. My lungs feel clear. I've been on this cream, the lotion, and the oil and the capsule for a month and a week come this Monday. I've had no pain. The heat pad is on the floor beside my bed. I don't have the heat pad in my bed anymore. Do you know how that could make somebody feel carrying a pain and have to do the routine that I did for 8 years of pain, and now I don't have any pain? I have no pain. I have no pain in my toe. I have no pain going down my legs. I have no inflammation. All of that has gone, literally gone. It's like God just touched me and touched my body, and I'm healed. I feel like God has healed me. This technology that you guys have brought to me and to other people is unexplainable. It's a miracle to me because no doctor could help me with my pain. No matter what I did, this kind of medication, that medication, take this, take that. Nobody, and it wouldn't work. Nothing worked. But this technology has worked for me. It's hard for me to even explain. It's nothing but God to me. It's God sent because it's what I prayed for 8 years. And I'm so grateful.
So, Linda, how soon after beginning to use our technology did you notice any difference at all?
3 days.
Okay.
It literally took. The next morning when I woke up, the pain in my toe was gone, literally gone. By the third day, I had no more pain. I could feel the pain going away under my breast, under my left breast.
Mm-hmm.
There was no more pain behind my back shoulder blade.
Mm-hmm.
By the third day, by that week, by that Saturday, I started that Monday. By Saturday, I drove my truck. And I drove my truck from Fort Washington, Maryland to Baltimore without my glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I rubbed the lotion on my eyes. And you know, with diabetes, you have vision problems.
Rub it around your
I
eyes.
I noticed when I got halfway there, it takes me an hour to get to my boutique. I have a clothing boutique in Baltimore. And by the time I got 25 minutes in the drive, I was like, okay, well, where are my glasses? Everything was brighter. I literally could see. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, you know, and it doesn't take too much for me to believe, you know, proof is in the pudding.
Yes,
I feel better in a week.
Okay, now, let me unpack some of this for you. She has an ongoing inflammation that started back with that smoking, and the doctors had asked, they said, we just cut the bottom of your lung off. Okay, now,
They love doing
the other
surgery.
answer was, let's bring back this mitochondria so your body can normalize that inflammation, you know, get the repair finished off, get that stuff out, Because while it's there, right, you heard the complications, the bronchitis and all this kind of stuff, and the pain and the lack of energy from the fact that mitochondria were being damaged, exhausted, and killed. So how are you going to have any energy, right? How are you going to repair yourself properly on less energy? Okay? Now,
This is how she repaired hers without having to have that surgery.
once you put that back, though, body can fix itself. But if you leave it there and you don't do anything about it,
and her body
you have
responded.
just created the perfect environment for cancer, right? The inflammation. You're constantly producing microcancers every day. Your immune system's got to go after it, okay? If it catches a blood supply, if it tracks a blood supply, that thing will explode, grow 16,000 times in 2 weeks. Now let's go to Philadelphia and take up that part of the story. Ide Underwood and Linda Holman. Linda, COPD. Let's see where that went. I'm talking to Linda Hollerman. Linda, what were your health concerns before you met us?
COPD.
How long have you had COPD?
I had that for maybe like 6 years. 6 years now.
Okay.
Wow.
And how was it affecting you right before Ide introduced you to us?
It was affecting me a whole lot, you know. I couldn't walk to the corner. I couldn't do much of anything, you know, without getting shortage of breath and things like that, yes.
What changed after you started using Mito?
Oh, what change? Oh, it's a great change. I could walk a little bit more. The doctor was concerned that I had a spot on my lungs. So when they seen the spot, they tried to offer me chemotherapy and things like that, and I just said no. And I took the Restore, and I said I'm gonna see how this Restore is gonna work for me. So as I took it, they gave me a biopsy. After they gave me the biopsy, about 2 weeks later, but 2 weeks afterwards, then I started throwing up all this black stuff came out of me. And it was just like it was pouring. Like, you know. And I'm like, oh my goodness, so I got scared of myself. And after that, I started breathing much better. I said, you know, let me keep on continuation and taking my Restore. So each time that I had went to the doctor and take the X-ray, it kept getting smaller and smaller. The spot that they saw on my lungs. And then, a year ago, they haven't seen nothing. They haven't seen anything on my lungs. So they want to know exactly what had happened. And I didn't tell them anything that other than what I was taking. Because I refused to take any kind of medicine or anything or do anything that they want me to do, because I know within myself that the chemotherapy, and you get so sick with the chemotherapy. Go ahead.
Let me understand something,
So
Linda.
y'all heard her say the doctors wanted to know what
So
she
they
was
see a
doing.
spot on your
This
lungs.
is
Did
what
they
she was
ever
taking.
confirm
Her
whether
renewed
or
body
not
and
it was
mind.
cancer?
Mondo.
Yes. They confirmed it. They still want to interview me, you know, to see what I'm taking, that they couldn't been able to see that that spot is not there. All the tests that they've done for me, they can't find it. So only thing I can say is that
The Restore is the one that helped me and did wonderful. I don't have no sugar. I don't have no high blood pressure. I mean, since I was taking it, I mean, none of that was occurring.
Okay. So then, is it my understanding then that you get on our stuff, get on Mito, and then 3 weeks later you're feeling better, and also subsequently your blood pressure and your blood sugar became normal. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
All right, Linda. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thanks, Linda.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's unpack that a little bit. Why is it that the doctors could not account for her recovery? Simple. She didn't take that course. Now, we're not arguing against it. We're just saying that that's just what happened in that situation. So they're baffled. They want to know, how you get rid of that? That was cancer. Okay? Well, your body kills cancer cells every day.
That's right.
Every day. And it's just when you get to the point that you don't have the cellular energy to continue to do an effective job that you know it is cancer. But once you get it back, those killer cells you got can hunt those cancer cells, attack them, inject a toxin into them, kill them, and go on and do the next one until it's gone. In the meantime, you got the strength, you're coughing out all that stuff, you're getting rid of the toxicity, you're detoxifying yourself the way your body's intended to work. You keep hearing it all the time. The doctors, the body's designed to heal itself. Yeah, well, it takes energy to do that, and you don't have it the way you did. But you can get it back, is the moral of that story. Okay, let's go down to Atlanta, where that area where Francis Register introduces Doris and Joe Dove to Mito. Doris, a church member, has had a stroke, and she has got mobility issues, stamina problems, can't breathe, got to have an oxygen hose up her nose 24/7. Let's go. I've got the pleasure of speaking with Doris Dove. Doris, please tell me what your health concerns were right before you were introduced to Mito.
In 2017, I had a stroke and I had blood clots in my lungs, and it had me where I could not walk by myself. I needed the assistance of my husband. I had to be on oxygen. Even when I go to church, he was bringing me into the church, walking me in hand, and carrying my oxygen. You know, and I just could not eat. I couldn't do nothing. I was off balance. Everything was just bad. I didn't do nothing but lay around. When Francis gave me this mitochondria.
So you had a stroke. You were debilitated. You had to be assisted. Okay? Is there anything else about that would be interesting to know? Were you having any other issues? Were you having blood pressure, blood sugar? What were all the other issues you might have had during that time?
I was having low blood pressure, blood sugar, being treated for sugar diabetes, all of that stuff.
So you had a myriad of different issues. How were you feeling mentally and emotionally?
Drained. I couldn't do nothing but go home and get in the bed. I remember talking to Francis. Me and her would have a conversation, and then I would tell her, I said, well, Francis, I done got tired. I done talked myself down. I got to get off this phone and go lay down.
I see. Okay. After Francis introduced you to Mito and you started using it, what, if anything, changed, Doris?
Oh, my God, everything changed. I can get up and walk by myself. I don't need my husband's assistance. I had a girl looking for me a walker on Amazon, and I thought about it yesterday when she was showing it to me. I said, hey, come to think of it, I don't even need the walker no more because I'm doing so good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you were on oxygen? Did I hear that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me about your oxygen usage before and after.
I had to use 2 units
I had to be on it every day and every night in order just to breathe because my breath was so short.
Mm-hmm.
I had short, and I was dealing with shortness of breath, fatigue, tiredness, all of that.
I see. Now, once you started on Mito, how was that affected? How did that change?
Oh, I told Francis I tried to use the oxygen the other night, and it wouldn't even go up my nostrils. I had to take it out.
Okay.
It was almost like it was choking me out or something. I had to take it out. I didn't need it no more.
Okay. So you went from desperately needing it to it was like in your way.
It was in my way. I didn't need it no more.
All right. Wow. Okay. Powerful story, but we got more because we got to hear from Joe, right? And we got to hear the startling other thing that happened. What else comes to mind that you felt differently about or you were acting differently given that you were on Mito?
This is her
My off
husband.
balance. I couldn't stand up. She knows that we worship together in the house of the Lord. And when they said stand, I would stand 2 seconds and I sit back down. Couldn't stand up. But I'm standing up right now, just standing here.
All right.
Standing on my own 2 feet.
Yes, now that you're on Mito, you can make your stand.
Yes, sir. Woo,
Anywhere you want, anytime you want.
Yes, Lord. This Mito is something else. In 2 weeks, I just cannot believe the way I was, where I couldn't walk. I need the nurse to assist. They were coming here. They were helping me to the bathroom. Now I can walk down this long old hall to this bathroom by myself or staggering like I'm drunk and walk back. Sit down.
Wow.
Oh.
My goodness. This is indeed. So, what are the other people around you saying about your progress, Doris?
Oh my God. They already know how I was, and they see the difference. They say, you looking different, you acting different. They were saying like 2 weeks ago, you needed Joe to walk with you, and you walking by yourself, and all of that, like how my hair done grow, because I use the oil and the rejuvenate on my hair. They were talking about how my hair done grow. He even talks about how my hair done grow and how good I look, he said. And just these 2 weeks, I've been taking this mitochondria.
Oh. So, in 2 weeks, your hair has grown? How much has it grown?
It's grown about 2 inches.
Wow.
About 2 inches in 2 weeks.
And she wasn't even taking it for hair growth, and
So,
it made her hair grow.
If people don't stay in touch with you, they'll have a hard time
Well, she built her
recognizing.
mitochondria, which causes her hair to grow.
Oh, I know that's right.
You're just becoming better so much faster.
That's right.
All right. So let me see if I can hear from your good friend Francis. Francis, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Give me your perspective on Doris's transformation.
She said it's been about 2 weeks when I gave her the Mito, and you hear how she's talking now. She was talking so low and so dragging like couldn't hardly go. Yesterday when I called her, she was talking so lively. I've spoken to her before. But yesterday she was so live and, I'm like, girl, you sound like you did before you ever had your story. She is doing so much better. I mean, like she said, it is really, anybody looking at her would say that is just unbelievable, for real. In 2 weeks, the change that she has made.
Yeah. And Doris, how old are you now?
I'm 60 years old, but people don't believe me because I don't look 60.
Wow. And your husband, Joe? What's Joe talking about?
What you talking about, baby? About me. So I tell them a little bit about it. She thought he's buying house and home.
So Joe, how was she eating before and how is she eating now?
So she is throwing down. Before she eat like a little bird. She was hard to eat, but now she don't eat that sort of place.
Man, oh man. I can hear your excitement, Joe. You're excited about what's been happening to Doris.
I'm excited about it. Sometimes she'll wake up at night, she go for me to go in the kitchen, speak to her family.
All right.
It's 12 o'clock at night. Well, I'm hungry, but it's going there 6 or 7
Yes. What a blessing. What a blessing.
Joe taking it too.
Okay. So you all started taking it at the same time?
Right. My knees used to bother me. Knees don't bother me that much.
Okay. So I want to thank all of you for letting us be a part of your wellness journey. We really appreciate it. Let's just keep it going, okay?
Okay, so you have a stroke, okay? And it leaves you, mobility issues, stamina is an issue, and breathing is a huge issue, but you regrow your mitochondria. And then you get younger, okay? And you did it without having to worry about stem cells and telomeres, because when you get mitochondria right, you get all the rest of it right too, okay? Her hair jumped 2 inches out of her head in 2 weeks, and she was not the only one. Talked to Paula Evans before this call. 4 inches in 4 or 5 weeks, right? Another lady down there with Mary Jones. 4 inches, okay? Could make one of those old Farrah Fawcett commercials where you switch your hair back and forth and so on. Come on now. Where else are you going to find this? And I'm asking a question, and I should ask, do you even believe it, right? Because it's literally like unbelievable. Where do you see this happening? Why haven't you seen it before? Because nobody else has the technology to regrow your mitochondria. Or you'd be telling us about it instead of us telling you. Okay? All right, let's wrap it up. So, all of these respiratory issues, as Dr. Dan was telling you, we've discussed previously, create inflammatory conditions in your body. That's damaging mitochondria. That's causing obstructions in your airways. Now you can't get air in. So how's your body going to make energy? Because all your mitochondria do is take air, oxygen out of the air you breathe, you treat nutrients out of the food you eat, combines it in the electron transport chain, turns it into ATP, right? That's the energy. Well, you got a lot less of it now because you can't even get the air in, all right? Now, but when you regrow mitochondria, repair those and replace those damaged mitochondria, you reverse that process, right? Now the inflammation can go down, immune system's working right, you can go hunt and fix stuff, you can get rid of all the autoimmune kind of situations, normalize that, all that arthritis and stuff. We heard Joe talking about, his knees not bothering him anymore, okay? Your body can now fix itself, all right? Tell me you don't want that. Tell me that anybody you know doesn't want that. Of course you do. There's just a limited number of places you can get it from, like one. Okay, Dale Bonet with the commercial.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, you get these incredible products at MoreMito.com, MoreMito.com, then a /, put your username in and hit enter. You're going to be at your website now. You know it's your site because your name's at the top of the page. So is your phone number, so is your email. That's where you send people, after you've told them about the products, to hear more about the products, to read the ingredient list, to look at testimonials, even to read the labels that are on the bottles, and of course to purchase from you. They can't buy from the company, they have to buy from you. But guess what? They can also join you. Listen, we've created a one-of-a-kind product line. You know that now from listening to this call. Well, we created a one-of-a-kind company to support it. There's no cost to join MoreMito. There's no monthly fee to be here. We don't require auto ships. You don't even pay for the website. The websites are all free. And if you decide to participate in the compensation plan, you're going to find it is a one-of-a-kind, unique compensation plan. We don't pay you once a month or once a week or even once a day. When an order comes in, once you're a verified member, we've checked your email and your phone to make sure you're legit. Listen, when an order comes in, your money is in your back office. If you've joined us as a referring customer, you've got Mito Cash. Use it internally to buy product, to pay for shipping, to send to other people. Or you can upgrade, that's free as well, to a paid rep. Now you can use the ACH system through Stripe connectivity, the worldwide ACH to send cash to your bank. You can send cash to PayPal and Venmo for now. You can send it through the old ACH system. The point is this. We built a one-of-a-kind company to support a one-of-a-kind product line. We've done everything we can do except for the part we can't do, and that's up to you. Tell people. Share it with somebody. You are surrounded with people who would benefit from a better working body. You know something they don't. Let them know about it. We're here to support you. We've got a customer service group that actually answers the phone. How about that? You can get questions answered. It's not all just email like most companies these days. If you don't get a person, leave a message. They're just on the phone with other people. They're going to call you back. Every call, even if you hang up, gets recorded. We know you called. We're here to help you. And that help can be anything like placing an order, tracking an order, checking with your downline hierarchy. We're here to help you to make you free to do, again, the part only you can do, tell people. Roger, if I left anything out, let me know. I'm going to turn this back to you.
You did great, but I was about to leave out our pets. We can't do that. We got our friend Miss McQuillan standing by in Ireland to talk about that.
Yes, we do.
We got all kinds of pet lovers on the phone. We got novelettes on here, and all of you cat and dog and
horses,
fish. You heard about fish?
How about that, lover?
It works with fish. I've unmuted.
Yeah. Who knew? Mick, tell us about it.
Hey guys, how you doing? Great call again. You know, these calls, you know, nearly every week they make me laugh out loud. You know, listening to Belinda talking about how she's driving to a boutique and then she realized she's not got her glasses on. You know, oh my goodness, how incredible is that? Listen, my name is Mick McQuillan, and of course, look, I love listening in on these calls. They're just incredible. And of course, my wife Kate and I, we're here in Ireland, and we've got this amazing business called Pet Ireland. It's Ireland's largest, most recommended, most trusted in-home pet care company. Delivered well over 500,000 pet care services to thousands and thousands of customers all over Ireland. And what we do for those customers is help them feel better about something that makes them feel bad. And it's the main reason why we love the Petlife product, because it does exactly that. It helps me feel better about something that makes me feel bad with my dog Coco. Now I don't feel bad anymore. Coco doesn't feel bad. You know, she's great. She's running around, jumping about. It's just incredible. She's 16 years old. You know, this has just given her a new lease of life. You know, it's absolutely incredible. And of course, you know, hearing stories from our customers. I had a call just yesterday from a customer in Kerry, you know, who's got an old beagle, and he's telling me it's getting up and down the stairs much easier. It's jumping on and off the sofa much easier. Another customer in Portmarnock near Dublin, you know, their dog was almost lame. Could, you know, barely didn't get up. They were thinking about maybe getting an operation on his hip and different things like this. You know, they stubbed on this product. He sends me a video of his dog doing zoomies. It's just incredible. And these stories are just fascinating to hear, and the difference that they make for people and their pets, like Roger says. So, look, if you've got a pet, or you know someone who's got a pet, maybe they're feeling a little bit bad about something that they're going through, think about how the pet must feel, right? They must feel pretty bad too. They're great at hiding these things, but they must be feeling it. You know, why not make a difference in somebody else's life by sharing this product with them, by saying, hey, listen, check this out. Check out this recording. Check out these stories. You know, bring them along to one of these calls and let them listen for themselves to people like Belinda and everybody else who are having amazing results, incredible results that you can have too. You know, that your friends can have, that your friends can enjoy, your community can enjoy. This is just such a wonderful opportunity to be able to share, you know, share the better for everybody, because it makes everybody better. You know, like all you can do is, like Roger says, is mix it with your own DNA and see what happens. Mix it with your dog's DNA, mix it with your cat's DNA, now mix it with your fish's DNA and see what happens. See the difference that it's going to make. See how it's going to make them better and how much better you're going to feel for doing it. Roger, these products are incredible. Thank you, Dale, because you do such an amazing job. You know, and you know, Dr. Bevan's just incredible. Love being on these calls. Wouldn't think of doing anything else on a Saturday evening for me. You know, it's just such a wonderful, you know, time to be able to listen to these stories and get motivated, and you know, and be able to go out there and maybe share that message some more with more people to make a real difference. And that's really what you're doing. You're making a difference for somebody else. You know, and as Dale explained, the rewards and the benefits are there for you as well. You know, Roger, this is just incredible what you put together. I'm so happy that we can be here and we can be on this journey together, you know, on this wellness journey, making people's lives better, making a difference in other people's lives. And that's really what it's all about. It's about, you know, shining in your service to other people, you know, making a difference to other people. And if you can do those things, you know, the rewards are going to come your way. Roger, thank you so much. Privileged to be here like always. And, you know, we're proud to be part of this with you guys and everybody else.
All right. Thank you, Mick. Great to have you and Kate on with us from Ireland. Okay. Star 5 on your phone or on that keypad if you join us via the internet. We're about to get to the question and answer session. This is where you get to bring all your questions, and we're going to give you all the answers, okay? But let me point this out before we do. There are two opportunities here that we have at MoreMito. I think the first one is really obvious. Give this technology a try. Put it together with your DNA, and let's see what your body comes up with. Maybe your hair doesn't jump out 2 to 4 inches in a month, right? But maybe something else great happens for you. You know what Forrest Gump said, life is like a box of chocolates, okay? So let's see what your Restore has, your mitochondria rather, has in store for you, okay? And the other thing is that more people need to hear what you've been hearing today. You know, we're on a mission. There's so many people who need to hear about this that haven't, that we got to get some help. And we've created this risk-free opportunity to encourage you to join us and participate. Costs you nothing to get involved with us or stay involved with us. And by now, you know who we are. You know, we're that no games, no gimmick, no gotcha company that keeps health on 100 and hype on 0. You want some hype, you're going to get disappointed over here, okay? But if you want real solutions that actually work for people that you can be proud to represent, hey, that's us, okay? If any of that resonates with you, by all means, affiliate with us. So let's see what we can do together. Let's see what we can do for you and the folks that you care about. All right? Okay. All right, Dale, we got some hands?
Yes, we do. We got a lot of hands. Who would you like to talk to first?
Let's pop them to the top. And why don't we start with Milford, and so the caller ID says, Seneca, South Carolina, somewhere down there.
Yes, indeed, Milford, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your health or nutrition question.
All right. Johnny, thanks for that company. Well, yeah, I'm really healthy because I use the products.
The product
If you haven't tried them, you can try them. On our website in the comments. Go ahead and create your free customer website.
I was getting much, much better. Everything you said is so true. I do have an absorption problem, so I had to take and hold it under my tongue 10 minutes instead of 5. But it worked. And I know it worked because I had been without it for about a year. My friend that turned me onto it had passed away, and my phone was stolen. I lost all my information. Couldn't get my number back. It took me 3 months to persuade them to give me my phone number back, and when I did, I had lost all my contacts. I wasn't able to get anything back. So I've been trying so hard to find your number, find someone that had your number, get in touch with you. And I got a text that my product had come, and would I pick it up? But it's coming to a post office box. It may be my downline post office box, but he's no longer alive. And so I wanted to call in because if the product does work, I have one lung due to a car accident, and I know what it's like to not be able to breathe on your own. And I was doing so much better. People couldn't believe it. But now I'm back in the house again and no energy. I've had a slight stroke, which has affected my left eye. But I want to get back on the product and try to find out the shipment, what the difficulty is.
So let me respond. What was your first name again?
Milford. You can call me Millie.
Okay, Millie.
It's a strong name. Yeah.
Okay. So Dale is listening. He's ever vigilant. So he will get in touch with you, right, and resolve that situation.
We'll get you back in the saddle, Milford. I've got your phone. I'll call you shortly after the call.
Oh, thank you so very much. Thank you.
So thank you for letting us be a part of your wellness journey and being persistent and getting back in touch with us, brother. It looks like a Peaches and Herbs song there. We're reuniting. It's gonna feel so good. Okay?
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
All right.
Stay blessed.
So give me Paula Evans.
Paula Evans, I've unmuted you. Go ahead, Paula.
So Paula, you with me?
Yeah.
All right. Second this motion for me, because I know I got some new people on the call. Don't believe somebody can take some stuff and the hair starts just growing out their head. What happened in your case too?
Well, I was introduced to MoreMito last July, and I didn't take it for any particular health issues because I've been on the health thing since the 80s and got rid of a lot of serious stuff then by changing my lifestyle and diet. But the first 4.5 weeks, I didn't pay attention to it until I washed my hair one day. I said, wait a minute, my hair is all the way to the top of my hip, 4.5 inches. 4 inches in 4.5 weeks. I was shocked. And then, to add to that, I was content with 145 to 148 pounds, and I weighed myself. Last July, I started on the product. I didn't do brain and body until a few months, like January, and then I weighed myself in April because my birthday's in May. I was in May 135 pounds, and I was up to 148 last summer, and then in June 130. Now I'm 125, and the thing I noticed 2 weeks ago, I have a waist. When I gained weight over the years, I have curves now. Getting ready for the summer with my shorts and whatnot, I have a waist, and I'm 71, and I didn't have a waist for
this is what she's
10, 15 years. But I'm excited about it, and Can I ask a question or later about the telomeres and stem cells?
Go ahead.
Does MoreMito increase the telomeres and stem cell, or vice versa? Because I hear a lot about telomeres.
No, it starts with the mitochondria. Okay, now, so stem cells come out of your bone marrow, and they gotta go fix something. What we've learned is that what tells them what attracts them to the area they need to repair is healthy mitochondria. So when you have healthy mitochondria, you get greater stem cell functionality. That's why you hear people with operations and various traumas, how quickly they recover, because all that stuff is working better, and you got more energy to make it happen with. Then telomeres, those are like the little shoelaces at the end of your DNA, and every time your cells divide, they can get shorter and shorter. Well, guess what makes them real short real fast? All these conditions that you hear people talk about, the blood sugar, the blood pressure, all the inflammatory concerns, right? They shorten your telomeres. We're directly addressing that by giving your body the resources with which it can repair what's causing that inflammation. Okay, on the one hand, and yes, there are specific ingredients in the formulations that stimulate both stem cells and telomeres. But we don't need to talk about that so much, just because, right, it's a package deal. If you restore your mitochondria, then you're going to restore all of that stuff also. Okay, does that help put it in perspective?
Oh, definitely. Wow, that's wonderful. And
That's
also,
awesome
I was taking MoreMito, the Restore, 4 milliliters every 6 hours, 3 times a day. And I think that's why everything started happening so fast. My weight, my hair, the weight came down. I had a stopped up nose. But ever since I started taking, you mentioned to spread it out throughout the day, 2 milliliters I do every 3 hours. And my nose, I'm better now because of the mildew that was in the basement, which was fixed, but it was 3 and 4 years of one nostril gets stopped up and then the other one. But since I spread it out, and I'm 71, so if it takes all these years to build up all these pathogens and all the problems, why stop it after 2 or 3 months, even if you got resolved from your health serious or chronic problem? When it takes years to get to that point, I will be on it for life, and I will continue to do 2 milliliters every 3 hours to spread out with it. And I put the Restore and the Rejuvenate. I put the Restore after I wash my hair on my scalp. So this is amazing. I've been involved with health products for 40 years, and I've never seen anything like
some
this.
Of the Restore and
so I'm
Rejuvenate.
grateful, and thank you.
One dosage,
guys.
4 milliliters, or a
it's amazing,
teaspoon,
and it's divine
almost full
providence.
in
I
there.
see. But thank you. I'm looking forward.
Put the
I'm
top on
basically
it,
full-time.
shake it up, and then she puts
All
that,
right.
you know, in the
Thank
Thank
hand.
you, Paul.
All right. Thank you.
We appreciate it. Okay, so about Mia Clark in Ohio. Wondering what she has to say to us today, yo.
Mia, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hi. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak. I have a question, a health question.
Mm-hmm.
So I am on Setbound, right? And I went to my doctor yesterday, and my doctor said that it slows down your GI tract so that you can be like full or something. And I know that I'm on the MoreMito, and I'm wondering, like, will it actually correct the medicine? Like, I'm like wondering if I'm working against myself.
What was that condition you said you had?
Well, I have but right now we're talking about weight loss. So, you know, they have shots that people are on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started taking one of them. And my doctor says it slows down your GI tract so that you feel full and you can't eat. Like, because I was wondering how that works. Like, you really can't eat.
So there's a signal. There's a signal that your body sends to tell you that you're full, but it gets weaker as you get older. So it's just not as effective. I don't expect there to be a contradiction between our technology and that, though. Okay, because you just heard what Paula said, for example. Paula lost a lot of weight, got her waist back again. Okay, so if either A, our technology helps you do that, or B, it accelerates what your medication you're taking is already doing, okay, fine. I think you take that, you know. But there's no contradiction.
Well, I have noticed my skin is awesome. And I was worried about that, hanging skin, and I think I found the answer to that, because my skin looks fabulous. And I've already lost 31 pounds.
Okay.
And nothing's hanging on me.
So how long have you been on Mito, or are you on Mito?
Yes, I'm on Mito. I've been on Mito for like a month and a half. And the results are phenomenal. My knee doesn't hurt anymore. My clarity of mind, and when I first started, I only took the Renew Mind and Body, or the one, the pills. And I felt clear, because I am diagnosed with narcolepsy. I've had it for years. and it comes with that. It's like a brain fog.
Yeah.
And then there's something called cataplexy where you just kind of fall asleep.
Yeah, brain
But
fog. You
almost
definitely
like
need the
you're
products.
like you're awake, but
they
you
all
sleep.
work together.
And you apparently, I definitely can't move, and then you fall out of conversations, and then you wake up and you jump back in conversations. It's a little comical, really.
Yeah.
And I sleep a lot, like 4 times a day, and then I wake up foggy.
So what's been happening with that? What's been happening with that since Mito?
Oh my God! So I wake up awake. Have you know when some people wake up sleepy, like when somebody calls, like my mom, she'll wake me up. She'll say, "Hey, Mia," and then I'll wake up, and I'm not like trying to still wake up. Like I wake up like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
That's
more alert.
More alert, and then I used to take 4 sleep breaks a day. No more.
You need to be more alert.
Okay,
you
so
need to get the products.
your body's
Website
normalizing
or get back
itself
with the person
now,
that referred you.
and you're benefiting from more emotional intelligence, and that's just you being able to do the things that you know you need to do, right? Just being more in charge of your life because you're sensitive to things and you don't overreact to them and you don't second guess yourself. I don't know, it's just like you just start doing the right stuff. And it's stuff that you already knew you needed to do, but didn't have the energy to do it or didn't have the initiative to do it or whatever. It just seems to kick in and you start doing it. And so congratulations on your discovery. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
so much.
thank you for that, Mia.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get Ron. I think I might know Ron. I mean, Ron is somewhere in the U.S.
All right, Ron, I've unmuted you. Tell us where you're calling from and ask your question.
Okay, I'm calling from Upper Marlboro, and Roger, yes, you know me. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Roger, I just wanted to share, you know, what I shared with you earlier. Should I start with what I've gone through?
Yeah, give us a brief backstory so they appreciate where you're coming from at this point.
This is how we learn, y'all, hearing all these testimonials.
March 15th
Educated.
of 2024, I was diagnosed with metastasis, lung cancer. And the cancer had metastasized to my brain, my sternum, my T8 vertebrae, my ribs, and my pelvic. And all of that came from, you know, my right lung. I had 5 tumors on my right lung.
Wow.
Well,
5 tumors.
I was blessed enough to meet a gentleman that put me on to fight the cancer. And the protocol he put me on worked. I was on a medication, and my oncologist had told me, Mr. Bush, there's no cure for you. And so I got on that protocol, and I was on that protocol for 8 months. And in January of this year, my oncologist had me to do a MRI of my brain and a PET scan of my torso. Long story short, no cancer. None at all.
Did y'all hear that?
So now,
the doctor said there was no cure,
know, I'm
but you could just hear it
a
saying,
human study
now there's no cancer.
for him, because he had told me that there was no cure.
It's
As a
not
matter
that
of
this
fact,
cured
he
it.
told me
He built up his mitochondria.
in all my years of practice, I've never seen a
His
cancerous
body
tumor
fixed itself.
on the brain just disappear. So that's what I had gone through recently. But even before that,
Okay, take us to this point, Ron. So after you got rid of the cancer, How did it leave you, though? When you first called me back, you were calling me back because of what?
I called you back because I thought that I was suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome or either long COVID. I mean, out of breath. I mean, I could go up a flight of steps and I'd have to sit down and rest. If I sat down for 15 minutes, I'm asleep. If nobody disturbed me, I could fall asleep at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm telling you, I'd wake up at 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night, and I'm still tired. I get in the bed, I fall back to sleep for 9 or 10 hours, wake up the next morning, and I'm still tired. You know, I couldn't take a shower, a hot shower, without having to sit down and rest for half an hour or 45 minutes before I could get dressed.
Wow.
I've been on the product, I want to say, since last Tuesday. I think it's only been about a week, Roger. But I remember telling you that Wednesday passed, I felt good enough to go over to the community college. And I walked the track for 1.5 miles. Thursday, I went back over. I woke up Thursday morning, and for the first time, my legs didn't feel heavy. I didn't have to concentrate on how I take a step and how I was walking. I woke up Thursday and I got dressed. I went upstairs and my daughter looked at me and said, "Oh, you ready to go walking?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to do it earlier today," because when I did it Wednesday, I did that at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I decided that what I was going to do is I was going to walk around 8:30 in the morning. So I went back out there Thursday, and I could have walked, I believe, 2 miles Thursday, but what stopped me was the shoes that I was wearing and how bad my toes were hurting. So I had to cut that short. And, I had to get, another pair of walking shoes, Roger.
Couldn't walk like that before.
But
all because he chose to build his mitochondria
now,
up, and then
I take a shower,
responded.
I get dressed, okay? Now,
somebody referred you, get back with the person
the
who referred
reason
you.
I'm
Otherwise, the
on the
website
call
for you
now,
to go
Roger,
to create your free
is
website
because
is
I
in the
forgot
comments.
to tell you something this morning.
Or the description.
When I went to the oncologist, and they weighed me with my clothes on, I weighed 174 pounds, right? Mm-hmm. So I get on the scale this morning, Roger, and, I'm naked, and that scale said 162. So I wanted to ask you about that. What's going on about that? Now, before you answer me, man, I know that I'll be taking this product as a part of my lifestyle, okay? And I just gleaned from all the testimonies I've been hearing this morning from the people that have been on the product for any length of time. But I'm a living testimony that this product worked, and I haven't been on it 2 weeks yet.
Isn't that awesome? He's
All right.
been on the product for less than 2 weeks and have had all of these results. Less than 2 weeks.
I'm listening to you
his
the first
mitochondria
time,
for less than 2 weeks.
and I'm wondering,
and has had
so why are you calling
results.
me now? You're a prodigal son, right? We came through for a little bit before when you were dealing with your eyes, but you were so close to the cataract operation, went ahead and took that. and then you didn't take our stuff anymore. Okay, so now, but you're back because even though you got rid of the cancer, you were left like a COVID long hauler. You were kind of a zombie, right? You got no energy. And I said to you, this is because of the loss of the mitochondria. Okay? And I said, as soon as we restore this mitochondria, it's coming back. So,
yes.
So now you're in that part, but what I want everybody to appreciate is, it's one thing to get rid of the disease, it's one, but it's another thing to repair the damage that's been done to your mitochondria so you can live the rest of your life in a normal way. Okay?
Yes.
So,
yes.
So this is the stage that you're in now. I wouldn't be overly concerned about the difference in your weight because you just only been on this stuff for a week, a little over a week, right?
Yeah.
So things will balance out. Just give it time. Your body is finding its new normal. Okay.
Okay.
After you've been devastated by the cancer and the lack of mitochondria after that, so you're okay. You're good. All right. You're gonna get more fit. You're gonna get stronger. You're probably gonna build some muscle. Okay. Dave Clark had his name is Clark Crookston started a walking program like you did, and when he started, he could put his hands all the way around his calf. Within weeks, he couldn't do that anymore. His calf muscle got so big he couldn't put his hand around it anymore. Okay, so just roll with it. Okay, we just started.
Sure.
We're good.
Thanks, man.
All right. Take care. Okay. How about Curtis Moody in New York, Colorado?
All right, Curtis. I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question. Curtis.
Curtis Moody.
How are you?
Okay, we got you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to know how can I purchase this product and how can I get involved?
Somebody put you on this call. Chances are they're already a rep. And an ambassador is what we call them. And they've got a website, moremito.com/their username. Find out what that is. On that site, there's going to be a join link. Click that. Join as a referring customer and fill in your information.
And
It'll
my
take
link
you
that
to
I put in the
the
comments,
back. You'll
you
log
don't have
into
to
your
do some of
back
those
office
steps. When
with
you click
the
on it, it takes you
user
straight to the
ID and
referring
password
customer
that you'll
page. You
create
just complete
during
it
the joining
and submit it,
process.
and your website
About
is
third from the
up
left,
just
you're
like
going to
that.
see a
Your
link
free
that
customer
says
website.
Shop MoreMito. Okay? And then when you go there, you're going to see, we call it the bundle page because you see all the bundles, right? You need all this technology to make it work. You need the Restore, which is focused on cellular repair, organ regeneration. You're going to need the brain and body. The body part's more a different way to grow mitochondria, some extra brain ingredients. You're going to need that Rejuvenate, which is that amazing topical cream. You put some Restore in it and put it all over your body places you need it, okay? You've got a bundle, by the way, to have all three of them in called Brain and Body. So look for the Brain and Body bundles. Brain and Body 1 will give you a Restore, Rejuvenate, and a Brain and Body. Okay? I suggest that one. That's the most popular one right now. Okay?
Okay.
And if you have any difficulty, call customer service. They've got people waiting on you. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Great to have you with us, Curtis.
All right.
Absolutely. All right.
How about Scott Bowden in North Carolina, caller ID says?
Scott, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question. Oh, no, I didn't.
You're unmuted, Mark.
Now I've unmuted you. Go ahead. Go ahead, Scott.
No, this is my work phone. My name is Kenny. I live in South Carolina, and I have a question about this product. In 2019, I was getting an epidural injection in my neck, and it caused me to go into cardiac arrest.
Wow.
And with that being said, I got permanent nerve damage on the right-hand side of my body. Will this product help me restore my nerves?
So mitochondria enhances your body's ability to fix you, okay? And what we do is regrow that mitochondria so you got an abundance of energy that you didn't have before. Now, specific to nerves, you know, they used to say, oh, nerves can't grow back. They can. Okay, they can.
Yes, they can.
Early in the call, you had evidence of growth hormones, telomere, all that stuff, stem cells being activated by the restoration of mitochondria. Okay, that's what I expect to happen for you, right? It's just gonna cause your body to address it. And also, there was part of our conversation through this particular topic was about inflammation. Inflammation inhibits repair. Once your body has the nutritional resources to resolve that inflammation, now the repair is going to proceed. Okay? So that's a preview as to what you'll be going through once you start taking it. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Good deal.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Great question.
Janice is in Tallahassee. Caller ID says anyway.
All right, Janice, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
I have several questions, and I'd like to say I'm also joining the Lifetime Club of taking the product because I truly believe in it.
Yes.
And I understand that if the mitochondria does what it does and then we don't feed it what it needs, then we're back to square one, and I don't want to be back there anymore. What are the detox symptoms that come with starting this kind of program? Because I basically have an old ankle injury and knee inflammation, huge knee, and then my back is calcified, is crooked. So I don't know when that started, but the injury was like 8 years ago to my ankle, and then this knee stuff came along maybe within the last 2 to 3 years, and I didn't find out about the back thing until I started going to a chiropractor in terms of the calcification. She did x-ray. So, and today I have a headache. I don't take medicine, like over the counter. I don't do any of that. But I forgot I had a Restore and all that. So I did it while you all were talking, and hopefully it will bring me some relief. But the weather's bad too.
Okay, so let me respond to some of that while I still remember it all.
This
okay?
is what changed that.
Let's start with the detox symptoms. When you give your body new energy, it's going to start prioritizing what it's going to do first. And getting rid of toxins is going to be high on that list. And it might be that instead of feeling more energy, you'll feel less, because your body is getting those toxins out, and for a short period of time, it's going to depress the energy that you feel. The other thing may be that you see your elimination speed up, because most of us are walking around with sluggish bowels, if not straight up constipated.
That was me.
So that could happen. The detox response could be hormonal.
It helped to regulate.
More than one lady has told me that when they took it early on, each time they took it, they feel like they want to cry. Okay, that could happen. Let's just say it makes you feel some kind of way. All right, it made me feel some kind of way. I took Brain and Body for the first time, and I was unsteady on my feet for hours after that. It was scary, a little bit. I wasn't going to fall down, but I probably wasn't going to make any fast moves feeling like that either. So there's a wide range of things. You might feel your heart flutter, but it didn't flutter before, it didn't flutter involved. Don't worry about it. If it's too uncomfortable, just reduce the amount you're taking, let it pass, and you can turn it back up again. Okay, so that's that range. Now, you've accumulated all these aches and stuff, as a lot of people do as they get older, and you have some injuries and accidents or whatever along the way, and you have residual inflammation. That inflammation's there, it hasn't been resolved, and so it's caused the problem. Over time, your body will have a better opportunity to resolve that, because you've got to repair that damage. So the inflammation is damaging mitochondria. It's creating those free radicals you heard Dr. Dan talk about earlier in his part. Okay? So give it a chance to normalize. You can help it if you will do the common sense things with your diet, your exercise, you know, build your meals around, you know, a salad, healthy fats like avocado, proteins, and limit your carbohydrates. Okay, do that. You do those things, it's gonna help you out. And some of you will, once you run on it for a while, you pass the detox. The detox will happen the first week or two, typically. It'll also come back. So some people who take a lot more of it, it'll detox you again because it's got all this burst energy to do that with. But you will, you'll start getting the toxins out and normalize that inflammation, and things will just start getting better and better. That's the pattern that we tend to see. Okay, was that helpful?
It is helpful. Could it also be because I do the good diet, but I do love dark chocolate, and sometimes I get that craving, and then I had a period where I couldn't get to the store, so I wasn't doing like my good carbs, you know, like I like cabbage and sweet potatoes and, you know, things that I cook in the oven, meat-wise, and vegetables too. So that's a possibility because I ran out, and so I had to wait. I didn't meet the 2 o'clock time. I had to wait, so there was like several days in between.
Okay, so let me make a suggestion. Dark chocolate is actually good for you. What's not so good is the sugar they add to it. Okay, you might want to go with cacao instead. Cacao is the actual bean that's in the chocolate that's, you know, making it dark. Okay.
So how do you spell it?
I think it's CACAU, COU, cacao.
Okay.
Look that up for me, Dale. Look up cacao. Okay. But you can find it in the grocery store. I ordered mine off Amazon, and you can get the niblets, which is like a little chunky, or you can get the powder. And I always mix that powder in with my other powders. If I'm taking a protein powder, something like that, or you can make it in a shake and so forth. But it doesn't have the sugar in it. The sugar is going to trigger cravings and stuff like that. Bad bacteria is throwing a party. Okay? So, there you go. So just adjust your diet a little bit. Our stuff's trying to help you with those cravings, but don't feed the bad bacteria, because they're talking to your brain through that vagus nerve, telling you, give me some more of that. You know?
That's true. That is true. So what about the Celtic water? It's supposed to be the best of the alkaline stuff, because a lot of the water really isn't what they say it is, but they're saying that the Celtic water is better.
Okay.
Do you know that?
I'm only into clean water, okay? Your body's going to take this water, it's going to structure it, and it's going to make it available to you. Now, I'm not talking against alkaline water, but your body will make that adjustment. Okay, it's really good clean water. If you got a lot of inflammation in your body, that alkalinity is going to help address that, okay? But the basic requirement is good clean water and enough of it. And your body will be able to flush things out with that. All right?
Yeah, but what are you saying that's clean? Because the normal water isn't clean, is it? Even the stuff in the bottles. They're saying that there's bits of plastic in there now.
Yeah, well, then that's not clean. Then, you know, right. Okay, so if you have a water machine and you're really focused on your water, you can produce clean water. I don't want to get into whether Celtic water is better than alkaline water. I'm just saying my basic requirement is that the water is clean.
Right, and that is true. The basic requirement is basically needs to be just clean. So just boil it if you don't have the machine?
Filter it. You can boil it, you know, just be aware of your water source. You know, I got a well, okay? But that doesn't mean that I can trust the water necessarily, because I don't know what else somebody else might have put in the ground. Right? So get your water tested if you really want to focus on that, and stay away from the sodas and stuff like that. You know,
I don't do soda.
And sugary juices. I used to just gorge on, binge on pineapple juice and orange juice. They're good, but they got a lot of sugar in them. So I limit that now.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore either. Like,
so so do that. Let me know how it goes, and let me grab some other hands. Okay, Dan?
Okay, no problem, and thank you.
All right, great talking to you. So Deborah Harris, we talked to on the hour. She came on the call a little bit early, Dale. Bring her back. Let's see what we can learn her.
Deborah, go ahead. I've unmuted you.
Good afternoon. My name is Deborah Harris, and I'm checking in from Barbados. Early this year, I was in the U.S., I was in New York, and my brother was able to get me some of the products. It worked. Because my nails begin to go, my hair begins to blah. I have a thyroid that is enlarged goiter, and that was going down. So I was seeing some positive signs. But I'm back in Barbados now, and I will I can get the product and continue following through it. And I've told people about it, but I'd also like to know how I can go about getting it for myself and for others.
Okay, someone referred you.
Yes.
Get their website, MoreMito.com/whatever their username, and follow the instructions I gave the other gentleman who asked the same question, which is click that join link, and that will let you get your own site, and you can make your orders from the back office of that. Okay?
Okay. Since talking to you, I even tried starting to do it. I find that I was not getting through. I think I would need... I even tried calling you on the toll-free number, but it is not allowing me to have that access.
Okay, so Dale, did you get her number from before?
Yep. Deborah will call you.
Dale's gonna call you.
We ship Barbados all the time.
Oh, dear, I'm excited about that. Very much so.
We ship all over the
We
world.
ship all the time to Barbados. Deborah, if you could text me your phone number.
Okay.
Text it to me. It's right at the bottom of the website, 509-593-3300. I'll get
repeat it for me, please.
Barbados.
Sorry, I'm ready. Repeat the number for me.
Okay, again, it's at the bottom of the MoreMito.com website. It's 509 593 3300.
509-593-3300.
Text me your phone number. We'll call you back.
Customer service website.
Thank you very much, and I look forward to it. And I'm
before you call them to do an order,
impressed.
you need to create your free customer website so you'll be in the system.
Thank you, Deborah.
So if somebody referred you, give it to the person that referred you.
Thompson,
If not, if you referred by myself or watching my show, I have put the website, my website, in the comments. You can also find it in the description once we finish with this live.
So much for these products.
And you just click on it. It takes you straight to the referring customer page. You complete it, submit it, and your free customer website's up just like that.
Well, I just want to tell you how I'm doing. Last night I fell asleep at 3 in the morning and woke up at 7 a.m. and I was full of energy, and I was amazed at how awake I was and on just 4 hours of sleep. And I woke up with some pain in my arm from exercising, using a stretch film because I hadn't done it for a long time. And, muscle pain can really hurt when you exercise. And I put one application of the Rejuvenate on my arm and the pain was gone. And I had a fingertip cut that was really starting to hurt because sometimes they get real painful. And I would dip it in the store and just let it soak on there like a big wad of it kind of. And it would start to get a heartbeat in the cut. And in 3 days, it's almost healed completely. And my asthma, I'm not wheezing, and I haven't been having to use my inhaler. And with my back pain, I'm able to exercise more, and I'm getting stronger. And but my question is, with the neuropathy in my toes, I put the Rejuvenate on it, and the pain goes away, but it keeps coming back. And I'm wondering, am I supposed to be doing my whole foot?
So I got a question for you. First of all, how many times a day are you doing that?
I'm doing it about 4 or 5 times.
Okay. Now, do your whole foot.
Okay.
do your whole foot and massage it. That's usually a quick response kind of situation. So do your whole foot. You can also help yourself if you will do foot exercises to help increase the circulation there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you can go on the internet, go YouTube, search up foot exercises for circulation. Something that sounds like that. The search engine will pull them in. And you'll see all these doctors and physical therapists showing you how to manipulate and move your foot and your ankle and all of that. Okay? Because you got to get in there and break it up with more circulation, and we'll get our stuff in there. And be thorough when you're massaging that Rejuvenate into your foot. Now, are you mixing Restore in it? Are you putting some Restore in that Rejuvenate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put some Restore in Rejuvenate. Right, and what I'll do, and I've done some of this during the course of this call, put something on one foot, then go to the other foot, massage it thoroughly, then go back to the first foot, because by that time it'll be absorbed. But give it like a double application, okay? So there you go.
Okay.
And eventually, it'll have a breakthrough and it won't come back as often.
Okay, great. I also have Frank Walker on the line. Frank, did you have any questions?
Yeah. Hi.
Hey, Frank, talk to us, man. What's happening?
Well, I got this, I don't have a Cadillac, I have a cataract in my eye. It's destroying my vision. So I was wondering, I had ordered the Restore and the Rejuvenate recently, right? I haven't gotten it yet, but I want to find out how I would use it to come back.
So you want to get you're going to take the Restore internally, 4 milliliters is the starting dosage, or a teaspoon, not quite full. Okay, teaspoon's 5 milliliters. And if you break that up, that'd be great. You're going to get a dropper with that. So you can take 2 droppers early, 2 droppers later in the day, and that'd be great. You also want to take that Rejuvenate, mix some Restore in it, or maybe another 4 milliliters go in there, and then close your eyes. I'm going to do it right now while I'm saying it on the line. Close your eyes and put it on your eyelids. I did that earlier today. Doing it again as I speak to you. Putting it right on my eyelid, close my eyes, working all around my eyelids, all around that eye socket. Okay? It's going to get into your eyes that way. We know that because the autistic kids kind of put it around their head. It affected their brain. The next day they're talking and doing stuff they didn't do before. So we know it penetrates all the way to your brain. It's going to go through your eyes along the way. Now the other thing is you can take drops of the oil and put it right on your eyeball. And you can also put that gel right on your eyeball. If you're using this store, it's going to be strong. It's going to sting. The good advice is to close your eyes quickly and keep them closed.
Close it quickly.
But it's going to sting some. You might want to go back and get some Petlife, which is Restore. That we took the ingredients that's not great for pets out, like the citrus essential oils, which is part of why it
doesn't sting.
It's a little bit like squirting orange juice. Yeah, you know it's going to sting because it's got citric acid in it, right?
Because it's minus the citrus.
So, again, use this Restore. You can do that right on your eye. Take the drop and lay your head back and drop it right on your eyeball. Be prepared for it. You have to close your eyes quick and hold it tight. There's people that do that and do it multiple times a day. It doesn't bother me. It's a little strong for me. I use the Petlife. You can reorder that. It's milder, and you can use the drop and put it on your eye.
This doesn't have the citrus, as he said, so it doesn't sting. Like the Restore, it has the citrus.
Or no?
Say again. I'm sorry.
Have you ever had cataract surgery?
I did. No, I haven't. No.
Okay, so here's why. People who have cataract surgery, they replace the lens with a synthetic lens. And so the oil, if you drop that oil on your eyeball, it's not going to penetrate. Okay? But if you've not done that, then you can put those drops right on the eye. Okay? So there you go. It sounds like you're okay.
Also, if you had the surgery, you can't use the Restore on your eyes.
It's not going to work as well because people reporting that they will put it on their eyes and it would just stay on the eyes. It would be, recovery would not be.
He's talking about when you're trying to drop it in. You can still rub it around your eyes, but don't drop it in your eyes if you've had that cataract surgery or laser surgery.
Okay. If you've not done that, then no problem. Put it right on the teeth. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Todd and Frank.
Can I ask you one more question?
And now we have
He didn't hear.
Paul McFarland from New York.
All right, Paul, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
All right. Good evening, MoreMito Nation. Roger, I just did that because digging in the research, because I was asking on one of the other Zoom this week, how many folks have noticed if by putting their products on your skin, if there was any action, anything that repels mosquitoes and flies and ticks. And there's several ingredients in there that does that by themselves. Have we had any really great testimonials on that?
I don't have any. I'm sorry. I haven't. No one's reported that yet. So maybe if they're hearing this conversation, if that's the result, somebody will start to report it.
That would be great.
All right, beautiful. We'll be looking out. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Paul.
How about?
All right.
How about?
That's why I love getting on these
How
calls.
about Lewis?
You learn so much. I didn't know some of
in
those
Washington,
ingredients is
D.C.
what they put in the report.
All right, Lewis, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. This is Lewis. And got a quick question for you, Roger. I've been using the product for almost a year now, and having some great results. But more recently, the last couple of weeks, I've been experiencing some nerve pain. I did a diagnosis. I thought it was carpal tunnel syndrome. There's a doctor, chiropractor, John Bergman, that I've been following, and he did a thing on, actually Esmeralda told me to tune into his carpal tunnel syndrome piece, video that he did. And by all indication, everything that I was feeling, the tingling, the numbness that I was going through, I felt that it was carpal tunnel syndrome. I saw a doctor this past Monday, and the doctor told me, well, I don't agree with your diagnosis. Well, what is yours, doctor? He said, well, he needed to get some blood tests and some urine, etc.
What's your question for me, Lewis? I'm listening for your question.
Okay, my question is, what would you suggest that I do to address this particular issue? It's in my
How much are you taking a day?
I'm taking about 4 to 6 milliliters a day.
Okay. How long you been doing that? Consistently?
Since September.
Okay. How many times a day are you applying the Rejuvenate?
I'll apply Rejuvenate at least 2 or 3 times a day.
Okay. Make it more like 4, 5, or 6. I've used it twice, maybe 3 times, including the times I put it on during the call. Okay, so increase that. Now, the other thing you can do is, you're doing a good job with 4 to 6, but make it a double dose. Make it 8 milliliters. Increase the amount of it. Okay? And let's see what happens with that. The applying the Rejuvenate mixture with Respiratory right on that wrist or hand where you have that is going to give you some significant benefit there, I think, more than what you're getting right now. And then let's see what happens there and come back and talk to us, okay?
Okay, I'll try that.
Appreciate
All right, thank you, Louis.
Thank you, Louis. And
okay, up at the top we got Mark Gautier the second. Tennessee.
Yes, indeed, from Tennessee. Mark, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Might need to unmute, Mark.
We cannot hear you. And
hi, my name is Charles Gaucher II from Clarksville, Tennessee. Charles,
your name is Charles. You're gonna change in the caller ID. Say your name again.
No. That's my middle name. I'm sorry, I said my full name. My name is Mark Charles Gaucher II.
Okay, good.
I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee. I was recently introduced to you guys as MoreMito by my uncle Samuel Slade. I signed up under him. I'm only 35, like I said, single father. I have a unique, very, very rare advanced case out of Vanderbilt that I'm dealing with that he thought MoreMito would help me out with. But before I go deeper into my story, he suggested that I let you know ahead of time that I might want to talk to you personally before I get my story out over the air. You know what I'm saying?
I do. So I'm going to take a screenshot. Dale, can you take a screenshot also, in case mine fails?
I got it.
And send that to me.
Mine
is not working right. I'm clicking it and make the whole screen dark.
I had that with brain damage being treated by Vanderbilt neurologist at Vanderbilt University, but it's way deeper than that. I'm 35. I've had no pre-existing conditions. I've been perfectly healthy my entire life, never even been sick. So just this April, my body dropped and gave out, and doctors can't tell me what it is. I've been to every specialist, and they're all verifying that it's my brain, it's in my brain, but nothing helps. No medication helps, no medication works. I've even lost my ability to sleep. So, I mean, I stay up for weeks. Go ahead.
All right, well, let's get some Mito to the rescue.
Yes, to get his bundle ASAP.
The reason I say that is because we have this history of people with
what he's got going on. He's taking
idiosyncratic
multiple
conditions.
times
That's
a day.
what doctors call it when they know there's a problem, but they can't figure out what it is. But your body knows more. So let's let it do what it knows by restoring your mitochondria.
Right.
And let's see what happens.
Another
from there.
case where the doctors can't figure it out.
Again, we have any number of people come with
I
things
just built
that
my
baffle
mitochondria
doctors.
up.
That's
How
not
did I
hard.
build my mitochondria up?
What's
Yeah,
hard
Taking
is
these products.
I've started some MoreMito. I got the 3-package deal with the cream, the brain and body, and the restore. I started taking it because I heard you guys say on the last conference call that if you're having trouble sleeping, it'll put you out. You'll have vivid dreams and all that. My thing was when I started taking it, it's like my sleeping got worse. Like I couldn't sleep at all.
Right, it may be going through a detox.
And my brain, it's like it just won't shut down.
Okay, so here again, someone earlier asked this question about detoxing. This could be part of your detox response. You want to just lower your dosage and give that stuff time to pass. Now, it's remotely possible you're allergic to something in the formulation. Okay, we'll find that out too. If you lower that dosage and that persists, then we got to sort out if you have an allergy, which one it might be coming from. But that's kind of rare. It's much more frequent. It's just you just got a detox response. Okay.
Okay.
So bear with us on that. And Sam got my number. Get my number from Sam so you can call me. Okay.
Okay. All right. I thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Mark.
All right, Mark. Thanks for calling. Marva Lindsay.
Marva, out of Canada. Marva, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I got a couple of things here that I need to find out. Which comes first? Which one supports both together? The mitochondria supporting the microbiome, or they work together, or how does it work?
Everybody has a microbiome. That's the gut. You think about it as a population of gut, but it really starts all the way in your nasal passages. It goes all the way through your body, rooted and tutor, as one guy said. And what the Restore is doing is it's feeding it. It's feeding those bacteria. That's why if you got a nasal situation, for example, sinusitis and stuffiness, that mixture of Q-tip, put it on a Q-tip, okay, and then close off one nostril, suck it like you got to pull it all the way down your throat. Do the same thing on the other side, and it will help those bacteria in your nasal passages do a better job. And Dr. Dan thinks if we got mold and fungus in there, they'll get that out too. Anyway, people report great results that way. The other thing is that a lot of people take this. A lot of people have lost weight because they don't have cravings in it. Don't have cravings anymore. What happened there? It was a bad bacteria causing those cravings. So when you use Mito, the oil, it encourages the good bacteria so it can crowd out the bad bacteria, and it's depressing the bad bacteria. It's restoring you to a healthier balance. Okay, and that's what it's doing. It's a prebiotic. That's what you hear them talk about. The prebiotic, that is providing food to the good bacteria. That is what the good bacteria likes. Now the bad bacteria, it wants some sugar and junk, but the good bacteria, it loves Mito. Okay.
Okay.
So that's your Mito story.
Well, I've been, as I told you a couple of weeks ago, that I've been I've got a full-time job taking the products now, using this technology. I start like 6 in the morning to 6 at night. Every other hour is restore, or the other hour is the in-between hour is the brain and body. So I'm not doing 14 hours, right? Okay. Now that works fine for me. It's a bit taxing because I'm working. By the time I'm finished with one, it's about for the other. So I said, you know what, I'm going to cut it back. So instead of doing 7 per day, 4 milliliter, I decided to do 4. So instead of taking 28 droppers, I'm taking 16, right? Now it is working well, but I'm thinking that I'm checking with the foods that I'm eating, and I'm working it out so I'll eat fruits with fruits, vegetables with vegetables, and no meat at all. So all the legumes and all that stuff that I need with all the protein, that's where I'm going to get my protein from, because I'm thinking that I need to get rid of meat.
Okay. So I'm listening for your question for me. Oh, that sounds good.
Now, do you find that I don't know if you go vegan or not, but I am thinking that I should do every month. I should do 1 week straight where I do the every hour thing.
That's fine with me. I mean,
it's okay. It's okay to do that.
Experiment with the way you take it. Because again, the mantra, everybody's body is different. But you're having some success. You're making progress. You're coming back. So make it convenient for yourself to continue to do so.
Yeah. It's really good. So thanks very much. And by the way, for the people who are registered, they just remember that they have to go into their email and confirm their email before they can go on.
That's right. Okay. We didn't talk about that today, Dale. Know your customer.
New customers, you want to confirm your email.
All right, Grace White, up in Philadelphia.
All right, Grace, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hello, guys. I have Grace microphone on the line.
Something beeping. What is that?
Grace, you got to get rid of the beeping.
There's some really strong beeping or feedback.
Okay, we're going to come back to Grace.
Okay, let's go to Esmeralda. We'll come back to you in a minute, Grace. Let's go to Esmeralda. Down in Florida.
Okay, Esmeralda, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hello, my love. Thank you so much. Truly blessed.
Hey.
I actually don't have a question. I wanted to get Louis on the line again if he's still on, which I think he should be. He should give his testimony on COPD, the chronic bronchitis.
Star 5, Louis. So Dale can see you.
Another one on COPD.
Yeah, people need to know that and believe that detoxification self-heals. Thank you.
You guys. I will be sharing this with as many people as I know that have smoked, currently smoking.
Yeah, he's back now.
I've got Louis. Yep.
Open him up.
Shall we unmute him?
Let's get that mitochondria.
All right, Louis, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
Because I know you have damage from smoking.
Okay, I'm back.
Talk to us about your COPD, Louis. Talk to us about your COPD.
Yeah. When I first got involved with
guys. I started using the product, and over a course of about 3 months, where I had previously been diagnosed with COPD and chronic bronchitis.
Now
and
tell us, okay, so do this for us, Louis. Tell us how it was affecting you, because a lot of people aren't familiar with it. Tell us how it made you feel. What was it doing to you?
You mean what the product was doing, or what?
No, the COPD and bronchitis.
Yeah, the COPD and bronchitis were restricting my breathing and wheezing. I was just having a very difficult time with my respiratory function. But then I started using the Restore and the Rejuvenate combination, as Morelli instructed me to rub them on my lung areas, on my chest. Take 8 milliliters of the Restore daily, and lo and behold, my doctor told me after a series of tests that my lungs are clear. And my lungs are clear. My lungs, right at this moment, guys, my lungs are clear. I don't have any COPD. I don't have any chronic bronchitis. The emphysema seems to be going away. I was using the Q-tips with the Restore and the Rejuvenate mixture, and as you had spoken about before, Roger, how you just put it in one side of your nostril and inhale, and then snip it in real hard, and then on the other side the same thing. I was doing that and then rubbing it around in the walls of my nose, and I do this from time to time, just as a matter of maintenance. But my lungs have cleared up. This has also cleared up a rare condition of glaucoma in my left eye. And so I truly believe in this product, the formulation that Dr. Elliott put together. This is something outstanding, and I recommend it to anyone that is having any respiratory illness. Continue to use the Restore and the Rejuvenate. Rub that combination on your chest area, around where your lungs are, on your back. Inhale it in your nose and get it down into your nasal passages, and you'll start seeing some results, because your mitochondria is now being repaired and restored and rejuvenated. That's my testimony, guys.
Wow, that was a great testimonial from Louis.
Thank you very much, Louis. Esmeralda, awesome. That was what you wanted us to do. Make sure we got Louis on.
Yes, sir. Thank you so very much. Remember, conditions do not matter. Mitochondrial answers is the key. Period.
That's right.
Yes, it is.
We don't do conditions. We do mitochondria. Let your mitochondria and your body can fix your conditions.
Daphne or Daphne, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question. From Key Largo, Florida. Are you with us? We are not hearing you.
Grace White. We're going to go back to Grace.
We'll go back to Grace. Grace, without the beeping. Go ahead.
Yes, that was Michael on dialysis. Michael, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Thanks, Mr. Roger. That beeping may come up every now and again. I just wanted to tell you my hemoglobin was very low. It was under 8, and they were threatening to send me to get a blood transfusion. And then a few weeks after I started using the MoreMito, it went up to 11.4. So it went like from under 8, then it shot all the way up to 11.4. I just had labs taken the other day. I tried to do it in real time to see what the new reading was. But I just want to say, when my hemoglobin goes up, doesn't that say that there's a better chance, or doesn't that kind of give an indication that my cells are getting more oxygen and have a better chance of kind of regeneration?
Okay, so repeat that last part of that statement. I didn't quite get it.
Okay, I said, so being as though my hemoglobin is going up, I took that to mean that my body is getting more oxygen to it, which would indicate that my cells are actually communicating better and regenerating.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
You were having hemoglobin
catch it
issues
when
before
Michael
you
first
did you have to get the iron transfusion?
Yes, and I don't get any of that now.
I've had iron transfusion.
Yeah. And this was from a gut issue you had?
I just had
not necessarily,
being
just being on dialysis. I never had like a real gut issue, but I guess just the kidney failure did it.
Yeah,
and
if they give you iron, there was some bleeding someplace, chances are that was causing you to lose the iron. But in any case, we don't even need to know how to fix it. We know it's getting fixed because you don't have to have those things anymore, and you know how you feel. So.
Oh man, I feel amazing. I feel better than I did at 30, and I'm 46. At 30, my body was full of toxicity. I just got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes at the age of 26, and I'm just sitting here like, I wish I would have known about this 2 years ago. I wouldn't be sitting here in the dark. However, I'm gonna just keep on keeping on, and I believe that my eyes are regenerating this time.
Great
testimony. All right, thanks for sharing that. I really
Michael
appreciate you letting us be a part of your wellness journey.
Thank you. When he first said it.
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay, that was great.
Thank you, Grace, for bringing in with
Go back one more time with Daphne.
All right, Daphne, we've unmuted you again from Key Largo. Are you there?
Unmute, Daphne.
What caller? We just don't hear you.
No, call back in. If you're actually saying something and we're not getting it, just reconnect with that. You're called joining us via the internet. We can see that, but hang up and join us again. Edward Mann with a brief comment, so the Edward Mann can go.
Yes, he can.
Edward.
Edward, I've unmuted you. Go ahead.
I forgot what I was going to tell because I didn't write it down. I've been very busy. This is an amazing journey we're on. This is the best health calls anybody ever got to listen to. If anybody listens to one of these whole calls, they have to be intrigued as I was on the first one, Roger, Dale. It is so amazing. And by the way, that was a real treat last Saturday with Dr. Kevin on the whole call. That was like very rare, I would say,
so that they can hear this.
I've been on every one of these calls for more than 2.5 years, right, Roger? I can't miss these calls. I get nuggets of gold.
You can create your free
I
customer
know a lot
website
in health. Okay,
by getting back with the person that referred you,
but
or
every
if you
single
refer by
call,
myself or watching
there's new nuggets
my
of
channel.
gold. You've
We have the web
noticed
show
that,
Stephanie.
right, Roger?
Then the
It's like,
website is in the comments. It'll also be in the description once we finish the live.
Amazing. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much for what you guys
and any questions that y'all have,
all right,
simply put them in the comments.
Okay. I'm going to take, usually he in the call right there when we get to Edward, but let's try that unknown call from San Francisco. We'll let him be the last one.
All right, unknown caller, give us your name, ask your question. Unknown.
Hello.
San Francisco, what call?
Yeah, no, that's
hello.
That's Via.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I totally agree. Last week was best ever. And I'm going to share this with people. It's actually easy to share this recording with the people then coming on the call. I find it very interesting. And today, it's yet again incredible. Thank you so much, Roger, for what you're doing. And I'm just sure to say agree totally 110%. Thank you. Bless you.
All right. Okay. Thank you for that, Bia. Appreciate it. I got to go back and look what that topic was from last week. Okay.
It's amazing.
All righty. It's in the list. You can get this call 30 minutes after the call ends or less. I'll put it up immediately. But let's get Daphne. Daphne, call back in, Dale.
I see that. All right.
Daphne.
Daphne, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Can you hear me now?
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the caller that called about the insect bites and mosquito bites and stuff. Yeah, I've experienced that. I used to have reaction to mosquito bites. It bumps up and itches for a whole week. I don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
So
yeah, anytime
there's
I'm
the
getting
testimony on the insect bite.
anytime I've been bit,
well, thank you for that.
because I have reactions. Whether it's mosquitoes, ants, bees, you name it. I have to hurry up and get my Rejuvenate and rub it on me, which my Rejuvenate has some of the Restore oil mixed in it. Otherwise, I have to make a trip to the hospital. This is what's been keeping me from having to go to the hospital.
Please pay attention to your fundamentals.
Put this on me. I keep it with me for that reason.
You don't have to, as Alexander said,
and with that being said, of course, these two are in my system as well. So this is helping as well. But I keep this and I immediately rub it on.
Because this is where people really learn from other people how effective this technology is and how important it could be to them.
Episodes where I've talked about.
So you're not doing it if you're not sending them here. Okay. The other thing is that we want to have a long-term relationship with people. This isn't a one-off kind of thing. Hit it and quit it. No. So you need to follow up with people. Make sure that they, got their product. We don't know what happened with the shipping. Who knows what happened, right? Make sure they're starting to take it. Make sure they're taking it correctly, okay? And when and be with them. I got a 3-day rule. I don't want more than 3 days go by before I talk to you about getting you started. That's what Rod and Bill Heyman and the recent people that I've started to work with, Connie Jones, those folks that have started to work with them, they're going to hear from me. Okay, and the reason I'm saying 3 days is because I'm trying to make it 1 or 2 days. Okay? So you got to have that routine contact with them so if they have an issue like the ones that you're hearing people talk about in the call or detox or a question about this, question about that, you're there to help get that answer or get them to someone who can answer it. Okay? The other piece is that we're not a network marketing company. Please get that straight. Okay?
Right.
We're
not a network marketing company.
You hear me say that at the beginning of every call. So what's the difference? Okay, the difference is we have to focus on better health and better health outcomes. Now, I know you came from a network marketing company. A lot of us did at one point in time. But all that hype and talking about the money all the time, you're running away more people than you're attracting when you do that. Okay? All you've got to do is focus on that health, and if you aim at that, you're going to hit the income that you want. Just you do that, make that master copy duplicatable, as one of my mentors said, and then build a team of people doing that. Okay? And I'll leave you with this last tip, okay? It is hard to chase 2 rabbits. Now, one of the things that Reggie, I think he's still on here somewhere, did early on, it's our biggest rep right now, is that he stopped doing everything else. That decision made him more money than he'd make any place else. So be careful about that. I mean, don't kid yourself. You've got to focus on something. That's just a myth talking about multiple streams of income. That's ridiculous. That's like multiple ways to stay broke. If you're gonna be successful at something, you gotta pick something and focus on it. Maybe it's something else, maybe it's not this, then go do that. Okay? But don't fool yourself thinking that you're gonna be here a day and there a day, and somehow or other you're gonna get where you're going. Okay? I just don't see that happening, and I gotta be honest with you. Okay? Now, if you're helping somebody, you're gonna earn something here. If you're helping a lot of people, you're gonna earn a lot. Okay, but that's the way we do it. There, you get the last word.
Listen, everybody, anything we can do to help you, you let us know. We are exploding, and it's because of you. If you need something, call us. You are the best part of this company. You're the reason things are happening. You're changing lives. So we'll see you all on Monday night. Stay blessed.
Stay blessed.
Was that not an awesome conference call? Did y'all learn a lot about mitochondria? I love it. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, getting on these products, these natural products, literally has changed my life. Kid you not, I was on 18 to 20 different medications from doctors putting me on things for different things, whether those migraines, 5 or 6 things for migraines. I was on, several things for allergies, and I can go on and on and on and name the, different ailments that I had going on in my body that the doctors put me on several different things, right? And y'all heard them mention about, I don't remember which one. I have to go back in my notes because I did take notes. I took plenty of notes, y'all. Plenty of notes. This is how I learned a lot. But you heard someone when they were saying that the doctor said that they weren't going to get any better, right? Again, y'all, do your research because doctors do not know anything. I personally know that because they told me, like with my allergies, I started going to an allergist. I was taking the nasal spray. I was taking the eye drops. I was taking the pills. I was getting shots in both arms 3 times a week. It was not controlling my allergies. I had multiple breakouts today just by being on all of that stuff, right? When I would go take a shower, I would be on fire before I get in the shower, meaning, itching and all that, right? Well, after I would get out the shower, it was worse. Found out I was allergic to the hot water, the different things that were in the hot water. But my allergist referred me to a dermatologist because he was thinking, oh, it must be something in your blood, right? Because he couldn't figure out what it was that was causing my allergies. I kept the journals, I'm jotting down each time I have a breakout, what had just happened, where I was, what I was doing, you name it. From those journals, the allergist still could not determine what was causing the allergies. And again, he referred me to a dermatologist, right? So when I went to the dermatologist could not figure out either. So again, y'all, there's so many of y'all that keep saying, oh, I gotta get, see what my doctor says, and all that. You owe it to yourself. It's your body. So you owe it to yourself to do your research. We just shared with you, testimonials of several people. Mr. Hill, the CEO of the company, Mr. Roger Hill, just explained to you about mitochondria and different things that your body, does when you build your mitochondria up. Mitochondria is what? It's the powerhouse of your cells. So you build those cells up and your body can fix itself. That's the way God designed our body, right? So anyway, going back to the dermatologist, like I said, he couldn't figure it out. So his solution was he would prescribe me enough pills so that anytime I had a breakout, because I had a breakout multiple times a day, I would have a pill to take. Y'all, that's putting a Band-Aid on the problem because they didn't know how to fix the problem. That's what medications are. Medications are drugs. They're putting a Band-Aid on the issue. Why not do your research? Get your mitochondria built up. Most people don't even know what mitochondria is. Again, it's the powerhouse of your cells. You build your mitochondria up and your body can fix itself. So we're not curing anybody. We're not telling you how to heal yourself. What we're doing is we're teaching you how to build your mitochondria up. So we're in the mitochondria business, right? When you build your mitochondria up, get your bundle, your Renew Body and Mind bundle, and build that mitochondria up. Then your body can respond to you building your mitochondria, and your body can fix anything. You heard the guy on there saying that he had cancer, right? Then no longer had cancer. You heard several of the testimonies of people that had certain different ailments or health concerns going on, and then they got on what? They got on the MoreMito products, right? Once they got on Mito, they built that mitochondria up, and then their body started responding and started fixing different ailments that they had going on. So again, we don't cure, we don't do conditions. We're in the mitochondria business, and we help you build your mitochondria up, and your body does the rest. That's the way God designed our body. Isn't that awesome? So if somebody else referred you want to get back with the person that referred you. If you referred by myself, watching my channel, then I did put my website in the comments. It'll also be in the details once we finish the live. And you just go on there. It takes you straight to the referring customer page. You're going to complete the information. It's as simple as putting in, like, pick your username, your password, name, address, phone number, email address, submitting, and your free customer website's up just like that. Once you do that, then, you know, you want to go and order your bundle, your Renew Body and Mind bundle, right? You can go to, after you create your free customer website, you're going to go into your back office. So you'll go and you'll log in. You'll put your username and your password. And then you'll go to Shop MoreMito. There, and then I also, on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, there are videos under tools to show you how to create your website. There's videos to show you how to order and everything. And then you can always text me. You can text 817-320-2571. Notice I said text me because I do have a busy schedule. A lot of times I'm helping other people. So if you be respectful enough to text me first, then we can schedule a time to speak that works for you and I. So again, we just want everybody as possible, you know, to get their mitochondria built up so that, you know, you can be healthier. So again, get back with the person that referred you. If nobody referred you, or if I referred you, you watch my channel, then the website is below. Then you'll go on there and it'll take you straight to the referring customer page. You complete it, and you're in the system just like that. I also put the customer service number in the comment. So once you create your website, because you have to be referred, once you create your website, then you can, you know, if you need assistance with placing an order. Now, if you know how to go on there and actually do your order, do that, because customer service deals with a lot. But if you need assistance, we have some people that, you know, it's much easier for them, you know, to call in and do it that way. But you have to be in the system first. So if you have questions, again, put your questions in the comments. Text me questions. You know, we'll get your questions answered. It doesn't make a difference whether you're connected to me or whether you're connected to, you know, other people. I get tons of messages and everything from people that are connected to other people. Our goal is to help as many people as possible. So again, if you did not listen to the whole conference call, go back and listen to the conference call. Even if you listen to it, the more you listen to it, the more you retain. Because you don't retain 100% the first time you listen to something. And I would suggest you forward this to as many people as possible, because nobody has 100% mitochondria. So this is a product that can help everybody from infants on up. This is natural. It's a nutraceutical. So this can help it builds mitochondria for everybody, as well as the pets. So this is what our pets use. And you heard them talking about the dogs, the cats, horses. They even were talking about fish. So if you're one of those pet lovers, then you want to make sure you get some of the pet products and help your pets out as well, because pets have mitochondria. I didn't know that. This is how I get that knowledge, y'all. Knowledge is power. I get on the calls, I learn, and then I share it with others. So this is how I'm able to help a lot of people. So if y'all notice in the caption, I put in there, we were talking about lungs, allergies, COVID, breathing, you name it. But you notice they ended up talking about several other things because people got to asking questions. They got to giving their testimonies and everything. So they talked about asthma, which asthma affects your breathing. I know that because I have 2 children that, you know, suffered with asthma. They talked about strokes, blood clots, hair growth. If you are a stylist, whether you have a beauty shop, whether you barber, you name it, if you are a stylist or just somebody that wants to grow your hair back, you want to get on the products. You get that mitochondria built up so that your body can get to a point for you to, you know, possibly grow your hair back, you know. Dental issues, you name it. It doesn't make a difference what the condition is. It's all about mitochondria. So when you build that mitochondria up, your body can fix itself from anything. So again, we're not in the condition business, we're in the mitochondria business. And we use our natural products to build up your mitochondria. So if you want to get the people products, this is the bundle that we suggest you get. Go under the brain and body, bundle number 1 currently. The brain and body, the Renew Brain and Body bundle is what you want to get. And you want to get on it ASAP. You may have heard them talking about mixing the products, how we mix the Restore Oil in with the Rejuvenate Gel. You put in one dosage. There's a video under on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie on the playlist. There's a video on there that shows you how to actually mix that. It works well by itself. However, you know, when you mix things work even better. So it's more potent, right? And you get even different results. And then again, for your pets, make sure you our pet line, the Petlife and the Rejuvenate Gel works great with the pets. So you want to bring those pets back to like I said, the dogs back to puppy life and all of that. Y'all, I love animals. However, because I've had real bad allergies, so I don't like have pets myself, just because, you know, all my years in that. And then my kids and my grandkids also have issues. So, you know, I like the pets. However, I do not own any pets because of that reason. So again, get back with the person that referred you. If you have questions, make sure you either put it in the comments. You can text your questions to me. Again, 817-320-2571. We look forward to hearing your testimonies on your health journey. Have a wonderful evening, you guys.